Thank you very much for waiting for that break. And we're going to be going into the second fifth of the game, going into 50 number 3, which is by DMMJRB. This next 50 is all about DMMJRB. Coolio, you are still in control of the game. How well do you think you'll fare in the next 50?
Hopefully I'll have a safety category. So I should do okay.
We shall find out. So if you want to do some donations, you can still do so. The link there on that particular screen there, or you can also go !donate in chat to get you a clickable link. 100% of the donations will go directly to Save the Children. And there's still time. There's still about 17 minutes left to get a guess of an idea in for how long you think this full 500 questions stream will last. And the closest without going over will get a £50 gift card on Steam. So that's all that. And if you do want to join the lobby, it's CZZU. That is still the lobby code, but you will need to have voice. So connect to the Discord, make certain your mic is working, and be ready at any time if you are in the lobby. There's a lot of people in the general chat at the moment in Vocalize if you just want to have a play along and watch along. Also, how do you make that guess? There should be a reward option. If you put your donation towards a reward called, I think it's the sweepstake. Inside of that, it'll then ask you another question, and that is where you would then answer the question, theoretically. That's what it says on the Tiltify thing. I've not confirmed myself how it works, but that seems to be how it seems to be set up, is you go and specify the reward you want, specify the donation amount, which is a minimum of $5, I believe, and then it'll ask you an extra question if you specify that reward to give a guess. But if you give me a guess in the comments or something, then I will accept that as well, I guess. Quickly go over the other donations that came through during the break there. Puzzle Down, $5 there. Happy to donate to such a good cause. Line Piece, another $5, just getting my entry in before the window closes. And Duplice with $5, also take my money. Enter with Futurama quote here. Okay. Coolio, are you ready to... if you weren't looking at the time, Dev, I will accept you to give me a guess in a DM if you want. If that was what you wanted to do with your donation, with the $5 or whatever, or the $22 you gave, then do let me know in a DM what your guess would be. I'm only giving it to Dev in this case because it should have been available on the site, I think. And guesses won't be allowed after 3 p.m, which is in about 15 minutes time now. And Apocasius is curious about the new board. Are you curious, Coolio?
Sorry, what was that?
Are you curious to see what the next board is?
Oh, yeah. I got a bit lucky at the end of that last one, so...
All right, well, let's have a look at what the next board has in store for you. We have Child's Play, Have I Got News for You, University Challenge, Don't Forget the Lyrics, Fear Factor, Blockbusters, Family Fortunes, Runaround, Wild Things, and Runway. So there may be a theme in the particular categories here, but there is at least some information behind the scenes on each of these. They're a little more straight-laced than what they are appearing on stream. This is DMM's stack, Shadowmane. This is DMM's stack. So, Coolio, you've got no strikes on the board. You've seen 14 questions so far and gotten a total of $10,000 so far. Which category do you want to see first?
Oh, this is interesting. I don't think any of those can really be called safety categories, given what they're about.
Well, maybe you could figure out what the safety category would be once you've at least seen a question.
Try Fear Factor.
Fear Factor. And we've just got a donation there coming in from Egg Fried Cheese. You need to add some extra time again. Thank you for the $5 egg. Okay, Fear Factor. And another donation thing coming in as well. There's also Dogfish with $15, which was actually before eggs, but hey ho. Thank you for those donations. Greatly appreciated. Coolio, here comes your question in the Fear Factor category. Kristen Vispel's bronze Fearless Girl was originally installed near the New York Stock Exchange, featuring a sculpture of which animal? 10 seconds.
Lion. Oh wait, a bull.
Bull? It is a bull, yes. I am accepting that answer. You did say that before the timer expired. My button was not working. But bull was indeed right. Not your first answer, though. But it is at least no wrongs on the board. Where are you going next?
That was not what I thought Fear Factor was going to be. I'll try University Challenge.
University Challenge is a top 10 challenge. So let's pick a opponent which may or may not take on this challenge. It's Otley, so sit tight. It's Otley. You might be picked to play this. So Coolio, top 10 on University Challenge. You don't really know what that means yet. Do you want to play this top 10, or do you want Otley to play this top 10?
One devil I know, or devil I don't. I'll play it.
You're going to play it. Okay, so Otley, just sit tight. You're not answering this one, but you will be if you'll be able to pick stuff later if Coolio fails up later. So you're going to play this question, Coolio. Here is your question. Name 5 of the top 10 highest ranked universities in the world according to the Times newspaper. Additional information survey was taken from the Times Higher Education World University Rankings of 2021. 15 seconds.
Harvard, Yale.
Hello? Hello, Coolio, are you there? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we've lost Coolio. Well, that was a good time to do it. That was a good time for that to happen. Scorecate, you there?
1-2, Coolio?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's Coolio who seemed to have just fallen off the radar.
He's gone permanent green.
Well, I mean, he did get 2 answers, and I presumed he would have gotten some more, but I can't just necessarily give it to him. But
yeah, we
also,
can't award him. Yeah. So.
And also, if he is having technical problems, I'm not going to be able to wait around, so we're going to have to force a drop. Although I've just been atted.
Okay, his computer has crashed apparently.
Okay, I'll give you not too long, Coolio. So long as you booting up your PC is like 1 or 2 minutes, I'm okay with. But anything longer than that, then I will beat you and I'll have to move on to someone else. And it would be Otley because Otley was picked as the sideline player. So, well, this did have to happen as soon as we kind of started the second 100. But thank you for all the donations coming in. We're already up to $618.90 to the original $1,000 target I had. So we are set to possibly surpass that. Probably, well, computer crash, so it could be BSOD. If he's had the most recent Windows update, I know Ben's had a lot of problems with BSODs happening. So it could be that. I have my boot drive on perilously low volume so that Windows can't actually install the updates, which is a bit of a problem in itself, but it's certainly a way to do it. Well, I think Coolio's just joined back in the green room, so we might be okay. We might be okay. Are you back with us here, Coolio?
Mike's reconnected.
Sorry about that. My computer is a potato.
That's fine. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to give you the wrong because you did only give me 2 answers. You gave me Harvard and Yale, and then you were muted out.
Yeah, Oxford,
just out of curiosity,
Oxford, Cambridge Imperial, UCL.
Oxford and Cambridge certainly there, but not UCL. No, sorry, no, it is. Sorry, UCL or is that bar? UC Cal for California would have been there, but anyway,
okay.
You would have been close from the sounds of things, but not quite there. So there is a strike on the board, and Otley, welcome to the game. You're going to be sitting to the sideline place for a while until you are asked for again, but you have the priority as you were picked for the top 10, but weren't picked, but Coolio failed. Okay, Coolio. We can actually look at the other top 10 answers. So we've got Oxford, Stanford, Harvard, you said, Caltech, MIT, Cambridge, Berkeley, Yale, Princeton, and then Chicago. That was the last answer on the board there of the top 10 highest ranked in the world. Okay, Coolio, let's clear that strike from the board. Where are you going to do that?
Oh boy. Blockbusters, I'll try that.
Blockbusters. Regular question, here it is. Who directed the highest grossing film of both 1998 and 2009? 10 seconds.
Oh god. Oh god, I don't know. Steven Spielberg, Martin Scorsese, Tony Scott, Ridley Scott. No.
I'm afraid not. Otley, would you have known that?
James Cameron.
It was
Of course
indeed,
it is.
yes, for Titanic and Avatar in those respective years. Avatar remains the only feature film Cameron has directed since Titanic. So, that makes it 2 strikes on the board. Coolio, you don't want to make it 3 in a row, otherwise you will be gone. And Otley, it is now your pick of category. So, which category do you think Coolio is going to do poorly on?
I'm going to try Don't Forget the Lyrics.
Don't forget the lyrics. But you're not immune.
Oh.
It's a battle.
Right.
So you still have to participate here. It is a battle on Don't Forget the Lyrics. So, Coolio, what would you like to do here? Would you like to lead or would you like to follow on this Don't Forget the Lyrics battle?
I'll follow, please.
Going to follow. Okay, so Otley, you'll need to give me the first answer here. Here we go. Here's the question. Name the 16 golden age of Hollywood stars mentioned in the rap section of the Madonna song Vogue. The full names are required. So not just their surname, not just their first name. Full names are required, please. Otley, first answer, 5 seconds.
Elizabeth Taylor.
I don't think it's there. I do not see Elizabeth Taylor on my list, so I cannot accept it as an answer, I'm afraid. I kind of expect... I'm kind of surprised, but I'm afraid, yeah, not there. Any other answers you possibly would have given?
Humphrey Bogart, Lauren Bacall.
Humphrey Bogart, not there. Lauren Bacall is, though.
I know Marilyn Monroe's there.
Yeah, she was there certainly as well, yeah. But, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Fred Astaire as well, but...
Fred Astaire would have been up there as well. So, Coolio, you lucked out there by doing the follow tactic. Means you get an extra 1,000 on the board. We clear the strikes. It's Otley you will be sitting out in a moment, but let's quickly go over the other answers. Fred Astaire, Lauren Bacall, Marlon Brando, Betty Davis, Jimmy Dean, Marlene Dietrich, Joe DiMaggio, Greta Garbo, Jean Harlow, Rita Hayworth, Katharine Hepburn, Jean Kelly, Grace Kelly. That's why we had to ask for both first and last name. Marilyn Monroe, Ginger Rogers, and Lana Turner. Those were all of the answers we were looking for the Vogue. So, Otley, that was your chance to get in. Unfortunately, did not pay off for you, so you're going to have to sit out for the time being, but maybe you'll get picked to jump in again later. But thank you very much for playing for now.
Thanks, Steve.
Coolio, you have survived just about on that battle by doing nothing, it would be said.
Turning into Luigi.
Before we do pick the next category, we do have some extra donations. We have Puzzle Dan with another $5 donation for one more prediction. Clemson, $15 donation. Never actually saw this on TV. And Shadowmain with a $5 donation. Here's to 500 questions. Enjoying the pandemonium so far. Thank you very much for all of those donations coming in. I want to know actually where this reward information is on Tilter 5, because it's not appearing anywhere particularly, which is kind of worrying. I kind of want to see it, because it is a question you've had to answer. So the information's there somewhere. I'll just have to dig it out somewhere. Thank you for the... no problem, Dev. No problem. And yeah, if you want to offer by DM, there we go. Cool. Thank you for that guess there, Dev. I will make a note of that. Okay, Coolio, where are we going next?
Jeez, don't forget the lyrics is what I thought it was, but none of the other ones have been. This is annoying. I'll try Runway. Why not?
Runway. Let's see. Here's the question. Bearing the words "original riveted," the 2-horse patch is found on which brand of clothing? 10 seconds.
Ralph Lauren, Yves Saint Laurent, Levi Strauss.
Yes.
Oh,
Absolutely, just there, just in time. And Levi Strauss is acceptable. Just in time. I'm going to actually press the button again just to be sure that it did actually accept it. It did. Proper buzzer beater there. Yep. Was not your first answer, but it is at least saving yourself from getting a strike on the board. Yeah, the patch shows two horses facing in opposite directions, trying to rip apart a pair of jeans. Okay. 19 questions you've seen so far.
About what I thought it was.
11,000 on the board so far. Where are you going next?
I'll try Child's Play.
Going to Child's Play. Here's your question. Which two-part play by Jack Thorne is a sequel of the Harry Potter series of novels? 10 seconds.
Harry Potter and the Cursed Child?
Absolutely right. Yeah, perfect title. The story with J.K. Rowling with Thorne. The Thorne wrote the play. It won 9 Olivier Awards in 2017. We added 1,000 to your total. It's now 12,000, and you've seen 20 questions so far. Pretty good going. Where you go next?
I'll try University Challenge.
University Challenge. Not a top 10 challenge, it's a regular question. Here we go. Politicians Janet Reno, Angela Merkel, and Margaret Thatcher all studied which subject at university? 10 seconds.
Law, mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology.
Chemistry, the right answer there, yes. Playing the right 500 questions game there of just answering topics and hope it sticks, and it did stick for you. Wasn't the first answer, but it is avoiding a strike on the board. 21 questions you've seen so far. Where are you going for number 22?
Go for Family Fortunes.
Family Fortunes is a triple threat.
Oh, darn it.
So you need to give me the 3 right answers in this question in 10 seconds to add an extra 3,000 to your total to make it 15,000. Here's your question. Name the triplets who are heirs to the $65.4 billion fortune of their great-uncle Scrooge McDuck. 10 seconds.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Absolutely, yes.
This is where I have to comment and give their actual, what those names are short for.
Nope.
Hubert, Duford, and Llewellyn.
Oh, cool. They were not listed as acceptable answers on the question info.
If someone had said that, I would have gone, yeah. No, that's fine.
Okay, fair enough. Well, you get yourself 3,000 extra on that board for the triple threat correct. Makes it now 15,000 your total. Where are you going next, Coolio? You're doing well.
Almost too well.
Don't jinx yourself.
I'll go Wild Things, I think. I'll
Wild Things. Here's your question. Cardinal meadowhawk, green darner, and Halloween pennant are species of what insect, also known as the devil's darning needle? 10 seconds.
Praying mantis. Butterfly. Moth. No.
Certainly ends in fly. One strike at the board. It was a dragonfly. Dragonfly is what we're looking for there. Never mind, we can clear that strike off the board. Where are you going to do that?
Try University Challenge again.
University Challenge. Here's the question. In 2003, Australia's Northern Territory University was renamed in honour of which English scientist? 10 seconds.
Rutherford, Feynman, Stephen Hawking, Richard Dawkins, oh god, no, I can't remember it.
Did not hear you say it, I'm afraid. If I was to tell you it's called CDU, what does that potentially give you as a hint?
CDU,
So CD is the initials of the name.
Charles Darwin.
Yep, absolutely. Charles Darwin is what we're looking for as the answer there.
Physicists.
So Coolio, that puts you into 2-strike territory. That does mean that if you get one more wrong in a row, that does mean you are gone. We now need to pick someone to choose your next category. And that person shall be Sci Guy Dave. Sci Guy Dave, you have been picked by the RNG to decide Coolio's fate here. So get yourself into the studio, and you'll get to pick the next category that Kudo may have to face. And as we do that, whilst we wait for that, I think there were some more donations coming through. There was also $5 from Shadowmane, although I think I've already read that one. Enjoying the pandemonium so far. And also $5 from Like Substance, with no further comment. And I think we've now hit the 3 o'clock threshold, so you can no longer claim that reward for predicting the best, predicting the time for the game. Thank you for the follow there. The name is Herstetson. One of those particular pronunciations probably sticks, but thank you for the follow there. And welcome to 500 questions. Welcome, Sci Guy Dave. Welcome to the game. How you doing?
Hello there.
You good?
I'm okay.
Cool. Well, you are within striking distance here of taking control of the game away from Coolio. Which category of the 10 do you think he's going to be least likely to get?
Well, being that we don't know that much about it, I think I'm going to try Runaround.
Runaround. Okay, Coolio, you need to get this right to stay in the game. Here is your question, Coolio. Usually 3 kilometres long, what athletics event is named after an Irish horse race where churches were used as landmarks? 10 seconds.
Steeplechase.
Absolutely right. Well played. I honestly didn't realise the link when I first read through this. It was like, oh, that's a very clever link there with the churches and the steeples. Steeplechase. Perfect answer. Clear the strikes. Add 1,000 to your total. I'm afraid, Sci Guy Dave, it's a swift visit, but hopefully you'll be able to get in on a future attempt.
That's perfectly fine.
All right, catch you later. And Coolio, you have survived the 2-strike scenario there. You're back to 0 strikes. You're back in control of picking your fate. You are indeed, but you're still in the game. You're doing well. 16k on the board. Can you make it any more? Where are you going next?
I'll try Have I Got News For You?
Have I got news for you? Let's find out if we do. In August 2020, LDP leader Shinzo Abe resigned as the longest-serving Prime Minister of which country? 10 seconds.
Japan.
It is indeed Japan. LDP standing for Liberal Democratic Party of Japan. And Abe was the first world leader to meet Trump after his 2016 election. The more you know. So that category doing well for you. And you've seen a taster now, at least, of all of the categories so far. Where are you going next?
Try Have I Got News For You again.
All right, continuing on with the news. Dubbed the UK's PE teacher in 2020, Joe Wicks can be found via what handle on both Instagram and Twitter? 10 seconds.
Oh god, I don't know. I heard of him.
He's featured very prominently on YouTube trending during this lockdown period. 1 strike on the board. Anyone in chat know it? Egg is close. I probably would have accepted that. It is at the body coach. At the body coach is what we're looking for there as the answer. He has nearly 1 million YouTube subscribers joined to his early streams live and raised £500,000 for the NHS charities together. So that's 1 strike on the board. Let's clear it off. Where are you going to do that?
Family Fortunes, let's try.
Family Fortunes. Question is, Conrad Nicky Hilton Jr., great uncle of celebrity heiress Paris Hilton, was the first husband of which actress? 10 seconds.
I have no idea. No, I'm done.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear,
Wait,
oh
first
dear.
husband. Oh, you idiot.
Do you know what it is now?
Elizabeth Taylor.
Is it Elizabeth Taylor? It is indeed, yes. That was what the answer we were looking for. You're now in 2-strike territory. You know what that means. We've been here a couple of times, skirting on the line of defeat. Will you evade it this time round? Let's find out. Let's see who's going to pick to decide your fate. Dupless Force, please make your way in here. You are to decide the fate of Coolio here.
I never realised his avatar was holding a voodoo doll.
Well, now you do. Is the voodoo doll attached to you in this case? We'll find out. Hello there, Dupless. Welcome.
Hello. How are you guys?
Hello. Yeah, good. Welcome to the game. This is your opportunity to get into control of the game here. So, out of these 10 categories, which do you feel that Coolio is the least confident on?
I think I'll go for University Challenge.
University Challenge. So, Coolio, you need to get this right in the 10 seconds to survive this game. Next, the question is... King's College London is so named because it was granted a royal charter in 1829 by which monarch? 10 seconds.
George the Fourth? George the Third?
You got it right off the bat. George the Fourth was the perfect answer we needed.
Thank God I know the monarchy in order.
Look at that. And just like that again, Coolio skirting on the line of death there. Clear the strikes, add 1,000 to the board. And Dupless, I think if it wasn't Coolio there, that might have stumped quite a few people. But unfortunately, Coolio did get it right. It means Dupless, we're going to have to send you back to the audience and maybe you'll get picked again in future. But thank you very much for picking and the swift visit.
Of course, I'll be back. Don't worry.
You'll be back. Everyone will be back. Okay, Coolio, you're still in control. You have 18,000 on the board. You've seen 29 questions so far. You're doing very well indeed.
Am I doing this?
What are you going to do? What are you going to do for question number 30?
Try Fear Factor again.
Fear factor again. Okay, and your question is... Spread by animal bites, which disease has the archaic name hydrophobia because it affects the patient's ability to swallow water? 10 seconds.
Tetanus, tuberculosis, lockjaw, jaundice, measles, mumps, rubella. No, I should have known that.
You go for quite a few answers there, but none of them matching what I have on the board here. We've got Dev going with the answer. Car 7th also going with the answer. We were looking for rabies.
Oh, of course it is.
You could also have gone with Lissa as well as the answer. Rabies or Lissa were accepted answers for that. Yeah, hydrophobia, also known as rabies. Okay, 30 questions in. You're now on one strike on the board. Let's get rid of the strike. How are you going to do it? Where are you going?
Go run around.
Run around. It's a top 10 challenge. So let's pick who could be seeing this question. Cetra 4271 is the picked opponent currently. So, Coolio, do you want to see this question or do you want Cetra to see this question?
Based on my knowledge of Cetra, basically this is he good at sport?
Mm-hmm. What shall it be?
Take it myself. I'll take my own destiny in my own hands.
So Coolio is going to take the question on, but Cetra, sit tight because he might still be sitting around if Coolio gets this wrong. So Coolio, your question is... Name 5 of the 10 events in the modern decathlon first held in the 1910s. 15 seconds.
The 100 meters, the 110 hurdles, the 400, the 1500... the pole vault, the discus.
Yes. And the discus is right as well. Do you want to name the other 4?
Shot put.
Yep.
Long jump, high jump, and...
Yep.
Javelin, I think I didn't say yet.
What did you say?
Javelin?
Yeah, javelin. You got all 10. You would have gotten all 10. Very well played. Add an extra 1,000 on the ball. Clear the strike. Cetra, I'm afraid he's just too good.
Sorry, Cetra.
But yeah, all of those answers there. Now, because actually Cetra didn't actually take part, Cetra didn't actually get dismissed here. So Cetra has been picked, but will sit there for a while until something happens. So sit tight, Cetra. Maybe you'll get involved in a future question. But the strikes have been cleared. 31 questions so far now, Coolio. You're still in control. Where are you going next?
I'll go to the wild things.
Going for the wild things. And your question is... What type of mammal has varieties including harp, leopard, elephant, and bearded? 10 seconds.
Seal.
Seal is right, yes. Other types of seal also include hooded, monk, medicine, and ursine as well. Very well played. Another 1,000 on the board makes it $20,000 on the board. $20,000. A new money leader, apparently, according to 8 Mickey, who's doing all the stat tracking at the moment. So you are the one to beat now, Coolio.
Oh, let's try and build. Let's try and build up a bit of a lead. Try runway.
Runway. Another regular question. Here it is. The wife of US football star Tom Brady, supermodel Giselle Bündchen, comes from which country? 10 seconds.
Germany, Austria, Switzerland, I don't know, South Africa, Ireland, the US.
Now, the name is throwing you off here because it is not actually a European country.
Oh well.
We add a strike to the board. It's actually Brazil.
Oh, the Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil. That's why I had a look at the pronunciation, because it would normally be Bündchen, I think, if you were pronouncing it German. But if you're going the Brazilian pronunciation way, it's Bündchen. Giselle Bündchen. Or Giselle Bündchen, should I say. I should have said it correctly there. But Brazil was the right answer for that one. That's one strike on the board for you. Let's clear that off. Where are you going to do that?
Run around again.
Run around again. Okay, Cetra is going to get involved here. It is now a battle. Battle on run around. So, get yourself ready, Cetra. And Coolio, would you like to lead or follow in this battle?
I'm going to lead, I think.
Ooh, going to lead instead. Okay, so Coolio, you're going to be answering first here on this question. Name the 10 countries who hold an Olympic gold in the 4x100 meter relay, men's or women's athletics, since 1968. Further information, we want the names of the countries at the time they won the medal. So former countries might appear on this list. Also, this list uses the winners after rules infringements or drugs irregularities have been accounted for. Coolio, first answer, 5 seconds.
USA.
Yes. Etc.
UK.
I'll accept.
USSR.
It's not on the list that I think I can accept, so...
Well, I got thrown by the past name countries.
Yeah, I have it listed here as
time.
Soviet Union, but is that going to be accepted? It wasn't listed on my accept list, so I kind of have to go off what's on my card, I'm afraid. Unless, if someone wants to overrule me here and say we're good. Are we good with that? Are we going to continue on?
USSR, yes, USSR should be acceptable for Soviet Union.
All right, we will continue on then. So that is the correct answer. Would just be in red territory. Cetra, next question. Next answer, please.
Germany.
Need more clarification.
Western Germany.
Yes.
Oh god, now I'm stretching. Jamaica?
Yep.
Oh, Spain.
That one I can say wrong on. That one I can actually say wrong on, I'm afraid. Spain is not on the list there. So the other ones left on the board, if we quickly go over. So that is a win for Coolio in the end, an extra 1,000. The answers on the board there were Bahamas, Belgium, Canada, and East Germany was also there, as well as West Germany.
Oh.
So I did have to prompt, but only the once in that case, because you could have also given me East Germany as well, but I had to prompt because it's not the same as just Germany in the modern day. That is a win for Coolio, I'm afraid. Cetra, that was a loss for you. You're going to have to sit out for the time being, but thank you very much for joining in. You may get picked again in future. And to answer the question there of if all the answers are accounted for, then basically both players win. So the sideline player wins the right to stay in play. Coolio wins but clears their strikes, does not get any additional money for it though. So it's a win and a loss in a way in both cases. But yeah, it's equally given on a tied battle. Coolio, we've cleared that strike off the board. 34 questions you've seen so far. You're 16 away from seeing an entire 50 questions. Where are you going next?
Jeez, that was incredibly lucky when that ended. None of those I would have got. I'll try Blockbusters.
There we go, Blockbusters. Yeah, just for the information out there, we have changed the rules slightly to what they originally were because we're picking sideline players all the time rather than having a constant player. So we needed to give them some sort of positive outcome for tying a battle rather than just being dismissed, because that means you're losing when you played equally as well in the battle. So it's an adjustment to the original rules to make it work for our dynamic Twitch version. Blockbusters is what you've picked, Kulo. Here's your question. Which 2016 remake of a 1984 blockbuster with female actors in the lead roles had the most disliked film trailer in YouTube history? 10 seconds.
Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters!
Absolutely right, yes. Now, interestingly on this one, I should not accept Ghostbusters 2, which is a different film, but I can accept Ghostbusters on its own. And yes, the most disliked trailer record was beaten, actually, in 2020 by the Indian film called Sadak 2. But certainly at the time, it was the most disliked film trailer in YouTube history for Ghostbusters, the remake. Add another 1,000 to your total. 22,000 in your bank, Coolio. Where are you going next?
I'll finish off University Challenge.
Universally challenged. Here is your question. Paradoxically, which Indiana university with a French-sounding name is home to the Fighting Irish sports teams? 10 seconds.
Well, British. I haven't got the flying what's it.
I mean, the clue here is French-sounding name. What US university has a French name?
I don't know US universities. Berkeley? I don't know.
Okay, well, it's a strike on the board. Everyone else is shouting it in chat. It's Notre Dame, not Notre Dame. Notre Dame, University of Notre Dame is what we're looking for there.
Have heard of that, but I just didn't know where it was.
Fair enough. Well, it's a strike on the board, but you can clear that off. You've seen 36 questions so far. You've been doing well. Where are you going to clear the strike?
Go back to run around.
Going back to run around. The question is, what nautical term is used for the final runner in a relay race or the final person on a tug-of-war rope? 10 seconds.
Anchor man, or the anchor leg.
It is indeed the anchor, yep. All we're looking for there. And we clear the strike, add an extra 1,000, makes it 23,000 your total. Where are you going next?
You know more about sports than I think, given that's apparently my safety category in this
Well,
list.
you've got 4 of the 5 right there. There's only 1 left in that category, so you might want to keep it around. Where are you going next?
I'll go back to Fear Factor. Try and
Back
get
to
that
Fear
out of the way.
Factor. Okay, the question is, having the same Greek root as gymnasium, gymnophobia is someone's fear of being without what? 10 seconds.
Clothing.
Yeah, absolutely right. Originally, a gymnasium was a room where you could exercise in the nude, and in Greek, a gymnasium or gymnasium means exercise naked. Very well played. An extra 1,000 on the board for you. And, yeah, good old QI as always. Where are you going next?
Family fortunes.
Family fortunes. The question is, owners of about 1/3 of L'Oréal, which family pledged €200 million towards the rebuilding of Notre Dame Cathedral? 10 seconds.
Oh god, who is it? I should know that. The Betancourts?
Yes!
Oh my
absolutely!
God,
Also accept Betancourt Myers, but yeah, Betancourt was the answer we're looking for. Very well played, plucking that out of nowhere. And you're up to $250,000. $25,000 in your bank so far. I mean, I had to make it sound more interesting, didn't I? $250,000. We're not going to be getting into the millions, I don't think, or near millions, so I'm going to go for $250,000. And that's the first half of this 50 gone as well. You're 11 away from seeing 50 questions of your own. So where are you going for your 40th question?
I'll go to 20 fortunes again, given how close that was.
Okay, the question is, worth $1.1 billion according to Forbes, Robert Crawley's aristocratic family appear in which TV series filmed at Highclere Castle in Hampshire? 10 seconds.
Please be Downton Abbey.
Is indeed Downton Abbey, yes. A Grade 1 listed country house built in 1679 with a park designed by Capability Brown in the 18th century. Very well played. An extra 1,000 on the board for you. We're near to $30,000. My God.
20 fortunes again. Let's finish it.
Finishing off Family Fortunes, the question is, co-created by American Pie actor Eugene Levy, which Canadian sitcom features the once wealthy Rose family who moved to a town they own? 10 seconds.
Haven't got a clue. Roseanne, Cheers, and no.
You're thinking a little too old there. Get a strike on the board.
Probably.
Anyone in chat know this? Pop Ramen and Matt do. It is Schitt's Creek we were looking for there. Schitt's Creek.
Okay, fair enough.
2015 show has gained a following since being shown as part of the Netflix portfolio. There's a strike on the board, but you're very good at clearing them off, so where are you going to do that?
I'm going to go to runaround again.
Back to runaround to clear it off. This is your last runaround question, though. The question is, at the World Indoor Athletics Championships, the only hurdles race is run over what distance? 10 seconds.
400 meters, 110 meters, 100 meters, 90 meters. 200 meters. 60 meters. No.
You know what? You did say it before I heard the dong sound, so I am accepting that as a correct answer. From my end, you did say the 60 meters before the wrong sound kicked in, so I am accepting that as an answer. Not your first given answer, but at least avoids you getting a strike on the board. Very well played, just on the wire there. And you're still in play, Coolio, but no more runarounds. No more runarounds.
Oh god, don't forget the lyrics. Let's try and knock that out.
Don't forget the lyrics is... In which karaoke classic do the singer's parents ask, when you gonna live your life right and what's you gonna do with your life? 10 seconds.
Thank you, Cyndi Lauper. This is Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
They do just want to have fun. Yes. Surprisingly, Cyndi Lauper's version in 83 is a cover. It was originally written and recorded by Robert Hazard in 1979. People didn't know that. Okay. I certainly didn't. You've seen 43 questions so far. 27,000 banked. You're doing really well here, Coolio. Where are you going next?
Go to Child's Play.
Child's Play. And the question is, which 1904 play by J.M. Barrie is subtitled The Boy Who Would Not Grow Up? 10 seconds.
Peter Pan.
Yeah, Peter Pan, yeah. First play was novelised in 1911 as Peter and Wendy. Character Peter Pan first appeared in The Little White Bird, a 1902 novel. And the copyright to the play was transferred to Great Ormond Street Hospital in 1921. How very generous on gifting the copyright to Great Ormond Street. Whew. Well, there's 20 questions left in this 50. You're on $28,000. What's it going to be?
Go to Fear Factor.
Going to Fear Factor. The question is, in which 1958 film does John Scotty Ferguson, played by James Stewart, suffer from acrophobia? 10 seconds.
God, acrophobia, what is that? I can't remember. I can't remember it. I don't know.
Oh no, that is a strike on the board. And we got some people in chat. Yeah, they're yelling the answer to you. It was vertigo.
Oh, that's what acrophobia is, of course.
Yeah, the official term is acrophobia. Vertigo is the feeling of objects spinning around you when they are not, whereas acrophobia is specifically a fear of heights. Vertigo the answer. Strike on the board, Coolio, but you can clear it off. You're 5 away from getting to your own personal 50. Which shall it be?
Child's Play.
You're going to Child's Play again. Okay. And the question is, Derived from Latin, which 8-letter word is a play usually performed by children surrounding the events of Jesus' birth? 10 seconds.
Oh, that's a nativity.
It is indeed a nativity play, yes. Word coming from the Latin for birth. Clear the strike at 1,000. You're on $29,000. 46 questions you have seen so far. Whew. I honestly did not think that someone would do this well, but you are proving us all wrong here. What's it going to be?
I think it's more luck with a little bit of safety strategy, but I'll go
You got to take the luck when you can. So, what was that you said? Sorry.
Fear factor, please. I'll clear that out.
Okay, finishing off fear factor category with this question. At the peak of the Great Depression, which US president said the only thing we have to fear is fear itself at his 1933 inauguration? 10 seconds.
Jimmy Carter, Herbert Hoover, oh God, is it? Damn it. Gone.
It's the one after Herbert Hoover. The one after. It is FDR. Franklin D.
FDR,
Roosevelt. Yeah. Again, Pop Roman Company, Milk Like, Lupine and M. Clemson all going right there with FDR. So,
not my country.
One strike back on the board. We need to clear it off. You don't have runaround to do that with anymore.
You do have child's play though.
You do indeed have child's play. Is that where you're going?
I think I'll go there.
Okay. Well, it's a battle,
dear.
so we're going to have to pick someone to play against you here. Who's it going to be? We had to get a special in there somewhere. You had quite a run of simple questions. It is Saber Star. Saber Star, a new name. Welcome. And you are in this battle. So make your way into the Discord if you can. And we'll get you into this battle. Thank you so much for all the donations so far. $648.90 is the total we've had raised so far. There will be some additional stuff to add. I will add for the subs and bits that have come through as well during the stream, and I'll do that at the end. Saber Star, we will need to ask you to join rather quickly. If you do not join in the next 20 seconds or so, then we will re-pick, and you'll have to go back to the bottom of the queue. Oh, he is responding. How do I do that? He is responding at least. Okay. Is he responding?
Is he in the Discord server?
Oh, this is weird. I'm receiving messages. Oh, my stream manager has decided it doesn't want to load any more messages. Thank you for the subscription there, Frontry. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, my chat on the stream manager in Twitch has actually stopped for some reason. Yet I'm still receiving the messages from the Twitch bot for the game. Okay, I've caught up now. Saberstar is actually saying stuff. I'm just catching myself up with the technical stuff. Yeah, I can't wait any longer, Saberstar.
I think he's just coming into the Discord. He said he's clicked the link already.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't really want to wait too long. Okay, he has actually joined the server. He has at least done that. He's new to Discord. Fair enough. Okay. Oh, and I've just got a ding and lots of fractured sound. Thank you for the $1.10 donation to bump it up to a round number for the children. Thank you for rounding it up to $690. Nice. $690 is now our total. Thank you, Milk Like Substance, for doing that. Okay, I'm going to have to move on here. I'm not waiting any longer, I'm afraid. Although you have just joined, we did kind of say earlier to get yourself pre-prepped. Otherwise, we're going to be sitting here forever. And I don't want to do that. So I am going to move on and pick someone else, I'm afraid. Let me do the button, press the button to override the thing. Where is the override the thing? Pick sideline player. I need to repick. Sorry, I'm going to have to repick. I'm taking an executive decision on that. So sorry, Saberstar. You're going to go back into the pool of players for the next round of picks. So get yourself at least sound checked ready for the next time round. So let's do a repick.
Oh boy, I saw an avatar behind that one which scared me.
We have Effrontery though instead. Effrontery is taking Saberstar's position this time round. As I say to you, Saberstar, just get yourself ready for next time if you do get picked, so that we don't have any delay next time round. And I'm glad my repick code worked. Well, I added that this morning because I completely forgot to add it. I completely forgot to add the repick code, and I was like, I woke up this morning and was like, oh, I haven't added that code. I need to add it now. So I'm glad I did because we needed it. I would have been able to work around it with my restore code, but at least keeping the game alive is better. Effrontery. Okay, we have an effrontery in the green room. Okay, we are getting somewhere now. There are more dings and stuff. What are the dings? We've got an extra $40 from effrontery. Thank you for the $40 donation, effrontery, and welcome to the Discord.
Thank you.
$1.10 was the milk-like substance one, and then Gruffer Carlo with $10 with no comment. Thank you for bringing it up to $700 raised for Save the Children. You all are awesome. Welcome effrontery to the game. How you doing?
I'm doing alright. How are you?
Yeah, good. We're settling in here with Coolio for the long haul, it would seem. However, you could put a stop to that. Depends on how well you do here in this battle. So this is the battle on Child's Play. Coolio, would you like to lead or follow in this battle?
I will follow, please.
Go to follow this time round. Okay, so Effrontery, you'll be answering first. Here's the question, hopefully. Name any of the 20 actors or actresses credited in the 2006 film adaptation of Alan Bennett's The History Boys. This is according to IMDb. Effrontery, first answer, please. 5 seconds.
What is his name? I can't think. I've seen the movie, but I can't think.
Giving you plenty of time, I'm afraid that is going to be classed as a wrong answer. Coolio, you got any names?
Only James Corden.
I mean, that's pretty much the only name I could think of as James Corden on that list.
I know the guy who played Vernon Dursley was in it, and I can't think of his name.
What are you thinking on that one then?
Richard Griffiths.
I can't remember his name either. But...
Richard Griffiths was on the list, yes. That was on the list for this one. Yeah. So, Coolio wins that battle by doing nothing. Adds an extra 1,000.
I really am turning into Luigi.
You are, yeah, it's the Luigi play, yeah. And you're up to $30,000 now in your bank so far, which is just amazing. Let's just go through the list of possible answers for that battle. We had Samuel Anderson, Samuel Barnett, Campbell Ball, Dominic Cooper, James Corden, Francis de la Tour, Sacha Douan, Richard Griffiths, Colin Hay, Andrew Knott, Clive Merrison, Ian Mitchell, Jamie Parker, Adrian Scarborough, Georgia Taylor, Russell Tovey, and Penelope Wilton, and a couple of others which I didn't get to because we were going rather quickly there. But I'm afraid Effrontery is a quick and swift visit. Hopefully you'll get picked again in future, but for now it is goodbye.
Good luck, Coolio.
Coolio, you are 2 away from making it your own personal 50. For your 49th question, what shall it be?
I'll try... I got news for you.
Have I got news for you? It's a triple threat is what I got for you. So, at least you are on 0 strikes here. You need to give me the 3 answers to the following. If you can do, you'll get an extra $3,000 to your bank. Here's the question. Tiffany and which other 3 children of Donald Trump made a speech at the 2020 Republican National Convention? 10 seconds.
Ivanka, Eric, and Don Jr.?
Absolutely right, yep. Ivanka, Eric, Donald Jr. were the 3 answers I had here. Absolutely perfect. And that adds you another 3,000. Makes it 33,000 banked. 49 questions you have seen so far. This here is your personal 50th question. What's it going to be?
I'll go back to the news, please.
Have I got news for you? The question is... November 2020 marks the 400th anniversary of which pilgrim ship reaching Massachusetts? 10 seconds.
Mayflower?
Yes. Mayflower is the right answer, yes. The 1620 voyage took 66 days. They were meant to land in Virginia, but instead hit what is now known as Provincetown, Massachusetts. And after 50 of your own personal questions, you've got $34,000 banked. Vocalize are very impressed with you currently, Coolio. So, let's see. Let's because I haven't added anything extra like a lightning round or anything to get to a milestone like that. So we're just going to have to say, can you get to 100 personal questions? Let's find out.
Can't.
Need to continue.
I'm going to have to go very soon. I have to be in work in about 22 minutes.
Okay. Well, I think I have the ability to be able to oust you from your position as well, if we need to. But let me know when that's going to happen. Your next pick.
Try and finish this 50 quickly. I'll go for runway.
Go for runway. The question is, what type of shoe takes its name from an Italian dagger whose name dates to the 17th century? 10 seconds.
Stiletto.
Does indeed, yes. Some businesses banned customers from wearing stilettos in the 50s because of the damage the heels did to the flooring, and has the same etymology as stylus in Latin, as in a writing implement. Adds another 1,000 to your bank. Still going strong here, Coolio. Where next?
Go to the Blockbusters, please.
The Blockbusters. Top 10 challenge. It's a top 10 challenge. So we're going to have to pick a sideline player. They may not play it. Depends on what you decide on. What we're doing is pick one. And that one is Applecast. So, Coolio, do you want to play this question on Blockbusters, or do you want Applecast to play the question?
I haven't had a good record. I'll let Applecast play it.
Okay, Applecast, you are being given control of this question. So do find your way here. Hello, Applecast.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon indeed. So you have been given this question. So it's a top 10 challenge. You need to give me 5 of the 10 correct answers. If you do so, then Coolio will get a strike on the board. If you do not, then Coolio will get an extra 1,000 on the board. Make sense? All ready to go?
I guess so.
Okay, here's your question, Applecast. If I pass. Name 5 of the top 10 highest grossing films worldwide in the 2010s. Note that, according to Box Office Mojo figures, they have not been adjusted for inflation. So these are not adjusted for inflation. Name 5 of the top 10 highest grossing films worldwide in the 2010s. 15 seconds, Applecast.
Avengers Endgame, Jurassic World, Avengers Infinity War, Lion King, Normal Avengers?
Yes! Very well played. Those were the sort of the obvious 5 I was thinking of on the board. But yeah, Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War, all good. Lion King, good. Jurassic World, all good. There's also the other Avengers film, Age of Ultron, is on the board as well.
I'm speaking of that one.
So, unfortunately,
Frozen 2 as well, if I remember correctly.
Frozen 2 is also on that list as well. We can quickly have a look at the list. That does mean, Applecast, that is a win to you. So you're going to be sitting around for a little bit, sitting in that sideline podium. Does mean, Coolio, that is a strike on the board for you. So, strike on the board. And let's quickly go those other answers. Yep. Avengers Age of Ultron, Black Panther, so another of those sorts of Avengers type films. Frozen 2, Furious 7, surprisingly on the list. And Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, is also on the list. So those are all the top 10s in the 2010s. So well done, Applecast. You get to sit around for a little bit. Coolio, you're on 1 strike. You need to clear that off. Where are you going to do that?
Go to go to Child's Play.
Going to Child's Play using the last of the Child's Play questions to try and get out here. The question is, which English children's author adapted The Wind in the Willows into the play Toad of Toad Hall in 1929? 10 seconds.
Trix Potter. Nib Blyton. Oh God. Roald Dahl.
No, none of those. Applecast, you know this?
No idea.
No, okay. Well, it's the second strike on the board for Coolio. Anyone in chat? Yes, Matt Clemson has got it right. It is A.A. Milne, Alan Alexander Milne. Oh, you didn't say. I was going to say, if you did say that, but I didn't hear it.
Oh,
but
no, I almost said it. I
Almost
said
said that to face.
For some reason, I got him and Quentin Blake mixed up.
You should always just throw an answer out, even if you're not particularly confident on it, because it may end up being the right answer. In this case, it was. So, Coolio, we haven't actually been in this situation for a while, but you are now in 2-strike territory. If you get 3 wrong in a row, that does mean you are gone. And Applecast, you are in control of Coolio's fate here now. Which category do you think Coolio is going to be the worst at here?
Let's go with blockbusters.
Yeah,
Blockbusters. But you're not immune. It's a battle.
No!
So it is a Blockbusters battle. So we'll assume the position on the stage. Coolio, would you like to lead or would you like to follow?
I will follow, please.
Coolio is going to follow. That means Applecast, you're going to be answering first on this question.
I'm done for it.
Pass. Name any of the 22 Pixar full-length feature films released prior to June 2020. There is no other information to add. Applecast, first answer please, 5 seconds.
Toy Story.
Yes.
Toy Story 2.
Yes.
Toy Story 3.
Yes.
Incredibles.
Yes.
Finding Nemo.
Yes.
Incredibles 2.
Yes.
Finding Dory.
Yes.
Oh god, Pixar films.
Need an answer?
I'm blanking. I'm gone, I can't remember any.
I'm amazed you didn't go for Toy Story 4.
I was debating whether that was an actual film or whether it was like straight to DVD or something.
No,
I wasn't
it was
sure if
an
that
actual...
was 2020 or not.
It was before that, so yeah, it was definitely on the list. Toy Story 4 was also on the list there.
Cars and Monster Inc. Was what they had.
Cars 2, Cars 3, yeah, Monsters Inc., Monsters U, those are all up on the list there.
I am very embarrassed given my avatar. I can think of no one else.
I mean, yeah, that is a bit of a problem there, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
but at the same time, I can think of almost no one better to hand the baton over to than Applecast.
So after 54 questions there, Coolio, it is finally 3 wrong in a row for you, which does mean you are gone. But let's quickly look over the list of possible answers for that battle anyway. A Bug's Life, Brave, Cars, all of those. Coco, Good Dinosaur, Inside Out, Onward, Ratatouille is also there as well, and Up and WALL-E. Those are the other ones we didn't mention earlier. So any of those would have been valid. Coolio, it's been an amazing game, amazing performance. Unfortunately, it is finally the end of the road for you, Coolio. Although you could still manage to find your way back here if you manage to get picked again. But
unfortunately, I do now need to leave for work as well. So
well, have a good day at work at the very least. And there is a very good benchmark for everyone to try and beat. But thank you, and we'll say goodbye to Coolio. And we welcome Applecast into the hot seat. So, I mean, you've been left with a bit of an empty board. We only have 10 questions left on this 50 to play with. Are you feeling confident on what's been left for you here?
No. All these categories are horrible.
Oh dear. Well, where do you want to start first then?
Let's finish off Blockbusters because I'm bad at it, even though I won twice.
Okay, Blockbusters it shall be. Here is your first question. Which actor was known as Carpenter to the Stars when George Lucas used him to read lines for Star Wars auditionees? 10 seconds.
I can't think of anyone.
Not anyone from Star Wars at all?
No, never seen the movies.
Wow. Well, it's the first strike on the board for you already. And a couple of people in chat already saying it. Yep, it was Harrison Ford. Never was actually initially considered to be one of the roles in the game in the film, but just ended up being that way when he was feeding lions. He just fed the lions well for Han Solo. So it's already one strike on the board for you, Applecast, which is not terribly good going, but you can clear it off at the very least. You've got 9 questions left on the board to do so. Where are you going next?
Let's go with Wild Things.
Wild Things. It's a triple threat, though. So you need to give me the 3 correct answers to this question in 10 seconds to get yourself 3,000 on the board. If you do not do that, then it will be second strike territory for you, and then we'll have to pick someone to decide your fate. First of all, though, here is your triple threat question. Other than the Cape buffalo and lion, name the other big 5 African game animals. 10 seconds.
Giraffe, leopard, rhinoceros, elephant?
Yes! There it is. Yes, leopard, rhino, and elephants were the 3 we were missing there on the list. Very well played. There is actually a lesser-known little 5 names, which include the elephant shrew, the buffalo weaver, the rhino beetle, the leopard tortoise, and the ant lion. Aw, cute. Ooh. Very cute. But well played on the triple threat there, and you're on the board with $3,000 now. And we have cleared those ever-important strikes. Where are you going next, Applecast?
Let me see what's left. Let's go with Don't Forget the Lyrics, because I'm bad at that.
Don't forget the lyrics. Here's your question. The lyrics to Uptown Funk name-check which actress who received her first major film role as leader of the Pink Ladies in Grease 2. 10 seconds.
I don't know any actors. And I don't know the music either. No idea.
No idea. Anyone in chat know this one? Anyone in chat? Yes, Saberstar, Tantasar getting it right. It is Michelle Pfeiffer. The lyric is, "This hit, that ice cold, Michelle Pfeiffer, that's white gold." Unlucky there, Applecast. Back with a strike on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions left to play from. Where are you going next?
Let's go with Runaway.
Runway. And your question is, what is the American term for a British waistcoat, as well as the British term for an American undershirt? 10 seconds. Yeah, I know.
I don't even know what a waistcoat is, honestly. No idea.
I'm certain Ben on Royal Flush's stream has worn a waistcoat as part of his suit. As Monty Burns has said, it is "See My Vest." See my vest. Huh? Made of real gorilla chest, I think, is the lyric for that. But yeah, vest is what a waistcoat or undershirt is also known as. Applecast, it is 2 strikes on the board for you. If you get another one wrong, then I'm afraid that does mean then you are gone. So we do not want that to happen. However, 2-strike territory means we need to pick someone to decide your fate. Didosman 45. Didosman, you have been picked. So just wait for Didosman to join in, and then we'll be ready to decide your fate, Applecast.
It'll be hard. This is not my board.
Do we have a deuce? Do we have a Deuceman anywhere? I'm not seeing a deuce in the voice vocalize at the moment, so we may have to go to a... Oh, no, there's a deuce. I see him in green room now. So it should be good. And... not quite there yet. Welcome to the stream, everyone. We still have... Wow, we have 82 viewers now. Hope you're all having fun out there. Enjoying watching this game, and if you would like to play, then you can enter in the room code, the lobby code of CZZU. However, you will need to have a mic and be able to join us here in Discord, so do bear that in mind if you would like to play the game. And get your mic set up ahead of time and be ready at any time, because you could join the game at any point. And of course, this is all raising money for Save the Children, which you can go donate by going to the donate link in the chat or to that donation link, and 100% of donations through Tiltify will go directly to Save the Children. Hello, Dosman, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So this is your decision to make now, Deuce. So you could take control of the game here away from Applecast if you can decide the right category. There's not many to pick from, to be honest, because we're at near the end of this 50. You could pick from Have I Got News For You, Don't Forget the Lyrics, Wild Things, or Runway. Which do you think Applecast is going to be the worst at?
I think Don't Forget the Lyrics.
Don't forget the lyrics it shall be then. Normal question, so Applecast, you need to get this right to survive. Here is your question.
This will be known to my demise.
Which word in the lyrics of Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody is a lively Spanish dance in triple time? 10 seconds.
Tango.
Say that again.
Salsa. Oh, tango, salsa. What was it? I can't remember it.
I had to hear it again because part of the word is right, but you did not get the first part right. Scaramouche. Scaramouche. Oh. Will you do the Fandango?
Oh, Fandango, yeah.
Fandango, not Tango, I'm afraid. Fandango is what we're looking for. So I'm afraid, Applecast, that is 3 wrong in a row. That does mean you are gone. It was a bit of a short visit for us, certainly in comparison to Coolio, but still a valiant performance. I hope you had fun, Applecast.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. I at least eliminated Coolio. Now someone else can try to take over.
Indeed. And you might still be able to join back in the game later, depends on the RNG gods being in your favour or not later on, because we do try
I'll try it later.
Yeah, right. So, thank you very much for playing, and we'll see you later, Applecast.
Yeah, thanks.
And just like that, Applecast is out. Deuceman, you are now in control of the game. Did you think you'd be here, Deuceman?
Yeah.
Oh, a yes! We finally got a yes! Thank you, someone saying yes for once. I mean, you have been left a bit of the sort of the straggly end of this 50. You only have 2 questions left in Wild Things. You've got 1 left in Have I Got News For You, Don't Forget the Lyrics, and Runway. Where are you going for your first question, Deuce?
Let's go back to Don't Forget the Lyrics.
Don't forget the lyrics. Okay, here is your first question, Deuce. Up in the club, just broke up, I'm doing my own little thing, are lyrics from which 2008 female empowerment song? 10 seconds.
Girls Just Wanna Have Fun, TikTok,
No, that is going to be a strike of the board. Anyone in chat know this? Toad Boy is saying, put your hands up.
Single ladies, that's why.
It is indeed all the single ladies, put a ring on it, is what we're looking for there. So first question, first strike on the board, but we can clear that off, Deuce. There's no problem. We can definitely clear that off. You've only got 3 categories left to pick from now. Have I Got News For You, Wild Things, or Runway? Which one do you want to go for now?
Let's do Runway.
Runway. Here's your question. Dot, Daisy, and Decadence are fragrances associated with which American fashion designer? 10 seconds.
Calvin Klein, Gucci, Prada, Hobbs.
Some good answers there, but unfortunately none of them sticking. Makes it 2 strikes on the board for you. We do have some right answers in chat. Astor and Kesh, you're getting it right. It is Marc Jacobs. Marc Jacobs announced that he had become creative director of Diet Coke for a 1-year project, apparently. Deuceman, we're in danger territory for you. It's 2 wrong in a row. Don't want to make it 3, otherwise you will be. So we now need to find someone to decide your fate here. And it is Gruffer Carlo. Gruffer Carlo, please make your way into the live studio. And we'll see what you decide for Deuceman. Do we have a Gruffer Carlo or Gruff aka Arlo? We could also do that, but I'm saying Gruffer Carlo because I could read it like that. There's no punctuation to say that it's Gruff, aka Arlo, so I'm going to read it however I want. Thank you. Or a car in a Gruffalo. Yeah, it could be that car in a Gruffalo. That's a good way of thinking about it. Oh. Have we had any more donations? Yes, we have. In fact, we've had a donation from Gruff aka Arlo for $10. No comment. And also Apodo Nuevo for $25. Thank you for all the donations. We're now up to $725 towards the $1,000 target that I had initially set. Thank you very much for that. Also, Effrontery, thank you for the 3-month resub as well. Just noticed that has happened as well. Gruff, welcome to the game. How are you doing?
I'm all right, yeah.
Cool,
surprised.
Cool. Well, a bit surprised. Well, you got to take them when you can, and it's a bit of a. I mean, there's not much of a decision to make here. There's only 2 categories left to pick from. Have I got news for you and Wild Things? Which do you think Deuceman is going to do worse at, so that you can then take his place?
Have I got news for you?
Have I got news for you? Regular question. So, Deuce, you need to get this right in 10 seconds, otherwise you are gone. Here's your question. In August of 2020, Jacinda Ardern announced that which country would postpone its general election until October. 10 seconds.
Germany, China, Japan, Russia, USA, Mexico, Brazil, Puerto Rico.
I'm afraid none of those sticking. That is going to be 3 wrong in a row. Does mean you are gone. Out of curiosity, Gruff, would you have known this?
New Zealand. I did know it, but I also saw it in the chat. So
It is indeed New Zealand, yes. Jacinda Ardern actually featured on a Twitch stream recently, in a very wholesome stream. Very good to see Jacinda on a stream, just talking with people. But unfortunately, Deuce, it's a bit of a short journey for you. It is 3 wrong in a row. You have been eliminated, but thank you very much for playing. Maybe you can find yourself back here in the hot seat, but for now, thank you and goodbye. And just like that, Gruff, you're now in control of the game. Did you think this was going to happen?
No.
No. Oh. A more honest answer. Thank you for the donations there from Anonymous for one less than Leet, $13.36. I think they probably wanted to go for the Leet one and maybe PayPal nobbled a cent from it or something, but $13.36 was the donation. Thank you very much, Anonymous, for that donation. Well, you've been left with only one category left on the board here, Gruff. You've got Wild Things and Wild Things. So, do you want Wild Things?
Yeah, I think I'll go with Wild Things.
All right, Wild Things it shall be then. So your first Wild Things question then, or at least you're guaranteed to see the next 50. Let's put it that way. Wild Things first question is: the underside of a turtle's shell is called the plastron. What term is used for its upper shell? 10 seconds.
Toptron? Dunno. Hard shell? I don't know this. Hard shell.
So that is a strike on the board. Metaltron, Hardtron from Effrontery, a Galvatron from Pop Ramen Comedy, a Blastoise, says Matt. I'm surprised no one's getting this. I actually got this from a Final Fantasy reference because most tortoise and turtle type monsters are known by this name in the Final Fantasy franchise. It's a carapace or carapace, however you like to say it, but carapace is the answer for the upper shell. So I got Dave getting it there, Shadowman getting it there after I've revealed the answer. So it's the first strike on the board for you, Gruff, but maybe we can clear it with the last of the Wild Things questions. So let's go with that. This is the last of this 50, the last of DMM's 50. Here is the question. The tenrec, fossa, and lemur are species of mammals native to which country? 10 seconds.
Brazil. I can't even think of any countries. It's not good.
That's another strike on the board for you there. And the chat is shouting at you here. It was Madagascar. Madagascar, that some ecologists call as the 8th continent due to its biodiversity. A tenrec, if you wanted to know, is a little like a shrew crossed with a hedgehog, and a fossa is a cat-like relative of the mongoose. Okay, well, Gruff, you are in 2-strike territory. If you give me one more wrong in this row, then you will be. So we don't want to see that happen, but I say you at least get to see the next 50. However, someone else will have the pleasure of choosing what the category is. So let's first reveal the categories. We've got Japanese anime, sci-fi literature, US states, Formula One, currencies, chemical elements, Michelin stars, natural science, classical music, and foreign expressions. For your information out there, this is kind of the 7th pack of 50 questions we're now looking at. So good luck to you all. And as I say, we've got 2 strikes on the board, so we're going to now going to have to pick someone to pick for you. It's Inisk, I think, and I've just splashed myself. Inisk, you have been picked as the player to decide Gruff's fate here. So if you're around, Inisk, please make your way into the green room, and then we will sort you all out. Too much grape juice? No, unfortunately, I'm just on plain squash today. But just getting through a lot of water, I guess. Hydrate and all that jazz. Do we have an Inisk? Inisk is me, okay. Inca, okay, right. So get yourself into one of the channels that he has just done. Cool. And we'll sort you all out. Sounds like a rap name, does it? Oh, okay. Any other donations coming in? Not yet that I can see, but if you do want to donate, there is a link in chat, and also that one there, rb.gy/KAZHBM. It's just a link shortener thing to take you to the Tiltify page, the Tiltify donation page, where 100% of your donations will go directly to Save the Children. And if you want to join the game, if you're in chat and haven't joined the game yet, you can join the game with CZZU. However, you must have a mic, as we are currently going through here with people. You'll have to have a mic and be able to join the Discord to play, just as Inca has done. Welcome, Inca. Are you there, Inca?
Hey there.
Hello.
I'm not totally sure what I've got myself into, but I'm excited.
Well, welcome nonetheless. It's not much pressure on you at the moment because you're actually deciding the fate here for Gruff. You're going to be deciding the category that Gruff needs to answer on coming up. So it's a brand new 50. So we don't really know yet where Gruff's weaknesses and strengths are. So you're kind of flying blind here. However, it is what you have to do here with the 2-strike scenario. So out of those 10 categories on the board, which do you think Gruff is going to be doing the worst at?
I apologize if you are actually very knowledgeable about Japanese anime, but I'm going to take that one.
Japanese anime it shall be then. It's a regular question, so Gruff, you're going to have to give me the right answer to this question, otherwise you will be gone. Good luck, here's the question. Taken from her catchphrase based on her name, the Nico Nico Ni meme comes from which musical, comedy, anime? 10 seconds.
Okay, I don't know anything about Japanese anime, so this has been a short run for me. I didn't realise the categories would change. I think any of them would be bad.
We're going into a new 50, so the categories will change on each 50. So, yeah, we've got a total of 5 questions. So, Gruff, I'm afraid that is 3 wrong in a row. That does mean you are... It's a bit of a short journey again for you.
Lovely to be here. It's a great day.
Even if it was a bit brief. Just out of curiosity, Inca, would you have known this?
No, I mean, I picked Japanese anime because I don't know anything about it, and therefore I hoped he would know anything about it. So that's one less question for me on that, potentially.
Fair enough. Well, the answer for anyone out there that's curious is Love Live School Idol Project, a catchphrase from Nico Niyazawa. Nico Nico Ni! You've probably heard before. But that's from Love Life. So I'm afraid it is 3 wrong in a row for you, Gruff. We do have to say goodbye, but thank you very much for playing. And you may still be able to get a chance to join in later. Depends on the RNG picking later on. But for now, thank you very much. Bye. And just like that, Inca, you are now the hot seat player. Did you think you'd get into the hot seat there?
No, I have a picked a category more or less random, so yeah, I got lucky.
Do you need an explanation of how 500 questions works, or?
I think I saw this on TV. Like, I know roughly. I think I'll be all right. I've been watching a bit of it today, so I should be all right.
Okay, well, it's fairly simple. I'll be able to explain anything else as we go on. But for now, it's your game. You start with $0 with no strikes on the board. If you ever at any point give 3 wrong in a row, that does mean you are gone. So as long as you get it right at some point in between that, then it will reset the strikes. So you've pretty much got full reign of the pick here. This is a brand new 50. We've only just hit one of the anime. Where's it going to be first?
Right, not anime then. I'm not going to say what there are several one of these which are awful for me, but I'm not going to give anyone any clue as to what.
Strategy, yes.
I've been thinking about this. I'm going to pick. I'll pick natural science.
Natural science. Okay. It's just a regular question. Give me the right answer in 10 seconds, and you are safe from getting a strike. If you give me correct answer on your first attempt, then you'll get $1,000 added to your bank. So here's your question. John Tuzo Wilson is best known for his work in what theory, which proved that modern continents were not permanent features? 10 seconds.
Plate tectonics.
Yes, plate tectonics is the right answer there. Well played.
Cheers.
And that was your first given answer, so you get 1,000 on the board. And there's people in chat exclaiming that there was a massive donation. There was indeed from DMM himself, who was the author of the previous 50 there, giving a donation of $261.24. So also trying to clear out some of the messiness with the 36 cents before. He went with, apologies to those who suffered through my set, and well done to Coolio. DMM, that is immensely generous. And when you look at that, we are 40 cents away from hitting the $1,000 target. I didn't think that happened. Did not think that happened. And we're only at question 152 so far. We've still got a way to go here. Well, you got your first question right there in, Inca, so we can continue on with no strikes on the board. Continue on. There we go. So where are you going next?
Do I get to just pick the same one again?
You can pick the same one again, although what I would say is if it is a strong category, maybe keep a hold of it so that you can use them to clear out your strikes.
Okay, that might be good thinking. All right, let's try foreign expressions.
Foreign expressions. Okay, question is, forlorn hope is derived from a mistranslation of an expression in which language? 10 seconds.
Oh, I don't know. French, German, Spanish, Latin, Greek, Italian. Oh well.
It's not none of those. Anyone in chat know it? Lupine 1 does it. It's Dutch for the translation term of verloren hoop, which means lost troop. So that is a strike on the board for you, but we can clear that out. Where are you going next?
Let's have US states.
The US states. This is Car the 7th pack dupless. Car the 7th. So US states, here is the question. Located in the Black Hills of South Dakota, the Crazy Horse Memorial is being made using what kind of rock? 10 seconds.
Marble, limestone, granite.
Yes, granite.
Oh, cool. Okay. Name from rock.
Yep. Granite is the right answer. Basically, that's the way to play this game. If you don't really know, just name things that might fit and one of them might stick. And granite was the answer. The full title is pegmatite granite, for your information there. So you don't get anything extra money-wise because it wasn't your first given answer, but at least clears out the strike, so you're down to 0 strikes again. So pick another category.
Right, let's try sci-fi literature.
Sci-fi lit. The question is, the first name of which popular sci-fi actress does the character Kirsty use as an alias in Terry Pratchett's You Only Can Save Mankind? 10 seconds.
No, this was a bad choice.
Only you can save your life.
Okay, Carrie Fisher. God, I'm honestly drawing a blank. Oh well.
Afraid it's wrong on the board. Anyone in chat? Matt Clemson says yes. Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney Weaver was the answer we're looking for there. That's fine. We can clear the strike off that board. Where are you going next in Inca?
Let's do chemical elements, which I'm hoping I might do on that as well.
It's a battle, so that means you're going to have to face off against someone here. So let's pick that player. It is Catnip Fields. Catnip, get yourself in here. You are the battlee here to face off against Inca. So in this case here, you'll get a question with a set of possible answers, and you'll take it in turns to give a possible answer. If you're right, then control passes over to the next player, and you have approximately 5 seconds each time to give me an answer that should fit the board. Hello, Catnip. Welcome.
Hi.
How you doing?
Now I just got nervous, but like it's more or less lazy Saturday. I'm crocheting as I usually am. And when this board came about, I like vocalized can attest to that. I just said I do want to participate, but I don't like this board. So,
well, unfortunately, you have been roped in on a battle here. So, let's go to that. So, Inca, you get to decide. Do you want to answer first, so a lead, or do you like Catnip to answer first, i.e., you want to follow?
I will lead, if that's okay.
That's okay. So, Inca, you're going to be answering first on this question. Name the 30 lanthanide and actinide elements in the periodic table according to the current IUPAC periodic table. Inca, first answer, 5 seconds.
Uranium.
Yes. Catnip?
actinium?
Yes.
Plutonium.
Yes.
Einsteinium?
Yes.
Neptunium.
Yes.
Americium?
Yes.
Protactinium.
Say that again.
Protactinium.
Yep, just confirming. Yes.
Lantan?
Say that again.
Lantan or lantanium? Not sure which one.
I'll accept because the Lithuanian lanthanum is on the board. Yes.
Okay.
Cerium.
Yes.
Molybdenium?
Just checking my list. And I don't see it on my list, I'm afraid. Molybdenum does not exist on this list from what I can see. The closest M I've got here is a mendelevium, but not a molybdenum, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
So I'm afraid that's the wrong answer from Catnip. Inca, you have survived the battle. You have won that battle.
I mean, I wasn't going to say this out loud to myself, but my degree was in chemistry, so I feel that was a little bit unfair. But
I got further than I expected. After
that was good. I thought I thought you were doing pretty well.
There were some very good answers in there. Let's quickly go over the other list of possibles. Praseodymium, neodymium, samarium, europium, terbium, holmium, erbium, thulium, lutetium, thorium, curium, berkelium, californium, fermium, mendelevium, nobelium, lawrencium, and a couple others that I didn't catch on the pass through there. Unlucky there, Catnip. That was your opportunity to stick in the game, but unfortunately did not work out for you. But hey, you may still be able to get picked again later on in the game.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. All right, thank you very much. We'll catch you later. Inca, you survived that battle.
Wow.
You're now up to $2,000, and it's your pick again.
Right, I'm going to strategically save the rest of those. Let's try currencies.
Currencies. Question is, the peso used in many South American countries as well as the Philippines is derived from a Spanish word meaning what? 10 seconds.
Pound, step, peas, push. Fish.
Pounds is sort of in the right direction. It's a sort of measure of pounds, I guess you could call it. As Be Like Shape says, it is weight. Peso is derived from weight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the strike goes back on the board there, but we can clear that out. Where are you going next?
Let's try classical music.
Classical music. There's another battle, so we're going to have to pick someone else to fight again.
Oh dear.
Who's it going to be? Listwitz with $5,000 and a spin on the board. Listwitz, get yourself out down into the live studio. You are in a battle on classical music. Oh my goodness. Let's find out how well you're going to do on this list. Hello there, Listwitz. Welcome.
Hey guys. The one
Hello
topic
there.
I really hated.
Sorry.
Well, the RNG pop gods are not in your favour, although it depends on how well your competitor does here. So, it is a battle on classicals. So, would you like to lead or follow here, Inca?
I will lead again, please.
You're going to lead again, so you're going to be answering first on this question. Name the 24 composers whose works are listed in the top 49 slots on Classic FM's Hall of Fame 2020 as per Classic FM's website. Inca, first answer, 5 seconds.
Mozart. Mozart.
I'm just trying to look for it. Yep, there it is.
Okay.
Let's go with the easy Beethoven.
Yep.
This is British stuff. Elgar.
Yes.
Wagner.
Just checking my list. I'm afraid.
Wow.
Oh.
I don't see Richard Wagner on this list.
Oh,
That's
that was
quite surprising.
A good guess. Yeah, I'm
It's
surprised.
very good guess, but I'm guessing you're just not a favourite of Classic FM for some reason. Wow, that's quite surprising. So Listwitz losing on that battle there does mean Inca, you reset your strikes and add 1,000 to your total. Let's have a look at the answers on the list. We had Dvorak, we had Shostakovich, Grieg, Faré, Allegri, Handel, Holst, Shaw, Ungar, Sibelius, Pachelbel, Bach, Williams, Jenkins, Bruch, Rimsky-Korsakov, Mascagni, Tchaikovsky, Vaughan Williams, Barber, and Rachmaninoff. There were 2 Williams up there, and they would have been I would have accepted John Williams for the first Williams, but then you need to give me Vaughan Williams to be more specific on the other answer. So I'm afraid, Listwitz, it's a swift departure for you, but thank you very much for joining. Hopefully you get picked again in later on in the stream. And Inca, you are still in control of this game. Where are you going next?
Oh, this is tense. I've got no other strike anymore. Is that right?
The strikes have been cleared, so you can go wherever you want.
Right. Okay. This is a gamble, but I'll try Michelin stars.
Michelin stars. Okay, here's your first question. After closing its US sites in 2017, Le Cordon Bleu cooking school has just 2 campuses in North America, Mexico City and which Canadian city? 10 seconds.
Okay, this was a bad gamble. Let's guess some cities. Toronto, Vancouver, Montreal, Quebec City, Calgary, Edmonton.
You somehow missed the right answer. We're looking for Ottawa.
How did I forget that? Oh my god.
Managed to go all the way around the houses apart from Ottawa there.
Oops.
Very good shot though, go through all of those answers, just none of them sticking. Back with a strike on the board though. So what are you doing now, Inca?
Yeah, I'm being roasted in the chat here. I totally deserve that. I'm going to have to clear this strike. Let's go back to natural science, hopefully.
Okay, natural science to hopefully clear that strike. The Great Dying, during which 95% of marine species reached extinction, marked the end of which geologic period? 10 seconds.
Guessing periods. Jurassic, Triassic, Cretaceous, Cambrian, Permian.
There it is, yeah. Permian.
Okay, right.
It is the Permian extinction there. So not your first answer, but it is right. We clear that strike off the board, and you're still on $3,000. Where are you going for your 10th question?
Let's try US states again.
US states. The question is, in which US state was Orchard Field Airport built, renamed in 1949 for Naval Ace Edward O. Hare? 10 seconds.
Right, that is in Illinois.
Absolutely it is. Yes, Chicago O'Hare Airport in Illinois. Perfect answer. Gets you $1,000 extra dollars, up to $4,000, and that's 10 questions seen so far. Which do you want to see next then?
There is one category I am conspicuously avoiding. What shall I do? Let's try foreign expressions again.
Foreign expressions. It's a triple threat.
Oh,
so you need to give me the 3 correct answers to the following in 10 seconds to earn yourself $3,000 extra dollars to your bank. If you do not get all 3, then you'll get a strike on the board instead. So this is the question. Give me the 3 correct answers to this. What 3 athletic words are the English translation of the Olympic motto Citius, Altius, Fortius? 10 seconds.
Higher, stronger, faster.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely right. Yeah. And interestingly, on the info I had, only accept the exact words listed, and you gave me exactly those 3 words. Well played. Gets you 3,000 extra on the board, 7,000 now your total. Very good answer on that particular question.
Wow.
Where are you going next?
Right. Okay, let's try and not screw up currencies this time.
Currencies. Here's the question. On suspicion that they were widely used for illegal purposes, which denomination of euro banknote was no longer issued after 2019? 10 seconds.
So it must be the big one. 500 euros?
Yes, it is indeed. Great first guess there. Yeah, they remain legal tender and can continue to be used as a means of payment, but they're no longer issued. But great first answer there. Adds an extra 1,000. You're up to $8,000 now. Where next?
Let's go for classical music again.
Classical music. Question is, compiled by Ralph Weiner in 2009, the MWV is the first complete catalogue of the works of which 19th century German composer? 10 seconds.
19th century German composer. Beethoven. Schubert. Wagner. Oh.
Afraid not. The clue is the first letter in that initialism there. Anyone in chat know it? Does anyone in chat know this particular one? No, not Bach. It is actually Mendelssohn. Felix Mendelssohn stands for Mendelssohn Work Index. That's what MWV stands for. Does make sense once you know that link, but if you don't know the link, then obviously it's just plugging at thin air. Unfortunately, not finding it there. We're on strike on the board. Let's clear that off. Where are you going?
Right, let's go to chemical elements again.
Chemical elements. Let's clear the strike. Here we go. Produced by the action of cosmic rays, tritium is an extremely rare isotope of which abundant chemical element? 10 seconds.
It's hydrogen.
It is indeed. Do you know what tritium is actually?
It's hydrogen with two neutrons, so it's mass 3, atomic mass 3.
Absolutely, yeah, perfectly on that board there, yeah. In water, only 1 in every 10 to the power 18 hydrogen atoms is apparently tritium. We've cleared the strike, add an extra 1,000, you're up to $9,000 now. 14 questions seen so far. Let's make it 15. Where are you going next?
Right, maybe I should strategically try one of the not so good ones. Let's try Michelin stars again.
Michelin stars. Next question. The Michelin-starred chef Gordon Ramsay was the focus of which UK fly-on-the-wall TV documentary in 1998? 10 seconds.
Oh, I should know. Hell's Kitchen? That's what it was, isn't that right? No, it must not be that. I don't know any other thing he did. Kitchen Nightmares. Oh.
I mean, he was involved in both of those, but not the one in reference here for 1998. Anyone in chat know this puzzle? Dan does know it. It is Boiling Point. And then there was a follow-up series called Beyond Boiling Point in 2000 as well. But well played there, Puzzle Dan, getting that one right. That is a strike back on the board, but you're sort of eating away at those categories that you may not be as confident on. So let's clear that strike. What are you doing next?
Right. Let's go back to natural science.
Natural science. It's a top 10 challenge. So you'll need to give 5 of the 10 answers possible. However, you don't have to necessarily answer the questions. You can also offer it to someone else. Let's pick the person that it could be, though. So the player it could be is Lucario. So get yourself sort of mostly prepared in chat. The question to you now, though, Inca, is do you want to play this question or do you want to let Lucario play it? Now, if you say that Lucario plays it, if they don't get all 5, then you win it and you'll get $1,000 on your bank. If they do get the 5, that means you will get a strike on your board. So they are playing against you. So do you want to play this question or do you want Lucario to play this question, Inca?
I'm a nice guy. I'll let someone else have a bit of the attention. I'll let him play it.
Okay, Lucario, you are being asked to play this question. How are you doing, Lucario?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
Good. All right. Well, you are involved on this question then, so you need to give me the five of the 10 answers that I have on here to get it right. Here we go. Here's the question. Name 5 of the 10 genera into which clouds are classified according to the World Meteorological Organization. We require the full names used on the WMO website, not abbreviations. 15 seconds.
Cumulus, stratus, cumulostratus, altocumulus, altonimbus, stratocumulus.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Just getting there in time. Wow.
Fair play.
There was one in there you said that I could not accept, but yeah, altocumulus, cumulus, cirrostratus, stratocumulus, and stratus were the 5 that I managed to accept there. Just getting there in the nick of time. 0.17 seconds left on the clock. So very well played, Lucario. You're going to have to be sitting around for a little bit, so you're going to sit in that sideline podium for a bit. Let's have a look at the other possible answers on the board. Unfortunately, Inca, you're now in 2-strike territory.
Okay.
So the answers that we could have had there, also altostratus, cirrocumulus, cirrus, cumulonimbus, and nimbostratus were the other 5 that we did not answer there. But very well played, Lucario. Getting the 5 that needed. Does mean, Inca, you are in 2-strike territory. If you get one more wrong in a row here, then I'm afraid you are gone. So we don't want to see that happen. However, it is 2-strike territory, so you do not get to pick the category. Lucario does. So out of what's up there on the arches, which do you think is Inca's weakest category?
Well, I'm between 2. I think I'm either going to have to go Formula 1 or Japanese anime. I'll take an anime question, I think, because that was a hard one to start with, the first one.
Okay. It is an anime question. Inca, you need to answer this correctly to survive, otherwise you are gone. Here is your question.
Here we go.
Taking the alias Kira, who is the murderous main protagonist in the anime Death Note? 10 seconds.
Yeah, he's got me figured out. I have no idea. I actually can't even guess, honestly. I don't know the name of any characters in any of these things. Oh well.
Oh, unlucky there. So that is 3 wrong in a row. That does mean you are gone. Lucario, did you know this at all?
Is it Light Yagami?
Light Yagami is the answer on the board. Very well played. So yeah, you would have gotten that right. So I'm afraid, Inca, you have been beaten by the better man there on that particular question. That says how it goes. But a very good game there, Inca. Hope you had fun.
I had a lot of fun. That was really good. Thanks for having me.
No problems. And you may still get picked again later on in the stream. Depends on how the RNG works in your favour. But for now, thank you very much for playing. Inca!
See ya.
And Lucario, you now assume the hot seat position. Did you think you would get to this position here, Lucario?
Not as quick as that. No, that was wasn't waiting around long.
When did you join the lobby then?
About half an hour ago. But I sat down and then I chose his question and he got it wrong. So I think it was a quick move. But yeah, it's not a bad board. Formula One's not good for me. Let's start off with US states, I guess.
Okay, your first question proper then is US states. Here it is. Second in population behind Omaha, the state capital of Nebraska takes its name from which famous US figure? 10 seconds.
Abraham Lincoln.
Absolutely right, yes. Having a population of nearly 300,000 as of 2019. Very well played. And you're on the board with $1,000. Nice and easy starting point for you there. Where next?
Let's try foreign expressions.
Foreign expressions. Okay, the question is, what German term for an apparition literally means double walker or double goer? 10 seconds.
Doppelganger.
It is indeed a doppelganger, yes. Very easy. Adds another 1,000 to your total, that makes it 2,000. Where next?
I think I'm going to have to risk Formula One at some point, so I'll do it now while I've got no X's on the board, I think.
All right. Going with the strategy of just burning the questions while you're free to do so. Here is your first Formula One question. In 1970, which German-born Austrian became the first and only driver to be posthumously awarded the Formula One World Drivers' Championship? 10 seconds.
Jochen Rindt.
Yes! Absolutely, yes! Very well played. He unfortunately died in a crash during practice for the Italian Grand Prix, but yes, was posthumously awarded F1 World Driver Championship in that year. Very well played getting that answer out there. Another 1,000 on the board.
That's the only one I knew, I think.
Well, it's how it goes, I guess. Just random bits of knowledge. It's how it goes. Where next?
Let's try currencies now.
Currencies. Question is, which native animal is found on the Australian 20-cent coin? 10 seconds.
Koala, wallaby, kangaroo, wombat, emu, kiwi.
Going with all the possibles there, but you did miss just one, I think. Anyone in chat know it? We were looking for the duck-billed platypus.
Right.
Platypus is on the 20-cent coin there. First strike on the board for you, but I think you can easily clear that off. Where are you going?
Let's go back to US states.
Going back to US states, the question is, a nutmegger is a nickname for people from which colonial US state, the third smallest in area? 10 seconds.
Delaware, Connecticut, Rhode Island.
Is the answer. Yep. Was your second answer given, so no extra money on the board, but we do at least clear that strike off, so you're now strikeless 3,000. Where are you going next?
Let's try Formula One again.
Okay. It is a top 10 challenge. So we do need to pick a sideline player, but they may or may not be playing depending on your decision. So let's find who you're going to be playing against, potentially. It is Pop Ramen Comedy that has been picked as the sideline player here. So the question falls to you here, Lucario. Do you want to play this question on Formula One, where you have to name 5 of the 10 possible correct answers, or do you want to let Pop Ramen Comedy play?
I will pass, I think, and let someone else have a go.
Okay, passing. So pop random comedy if you can get yourself in here. And then we'll be ready to go. Hello there, pop random comedy.
Hello.
Hello there. So you have been given the inenviable task, I think, on answering a top 10 on Formula One. How do you feel?
I am not surprised in the least.
Well, let's see how well you do with this. You need to give me 5 of the 10 possible answers to win this top 10. And if you do so, then you'll earn your right to stay here as a sideline player. If you do not, then you'll be knocked out, and Lucario will get an extra 1,000 on the board. Here we go. Yes, certainly. Here we go. You might be okay. Who knows? Here's your question. Name 5 of the 10 cities, towns, or villages in the US that have hosted a Formula One Grand Prix race since the 1950 season. The actual name of the race does not matter, as long as it was held in the United States. We need the names of cities, towns, or villages. 15 seconds.
Miami, Indianapolis, Dallas, Houston, Daytona, Los Angeles, Santa Monica, Bonneville. That's it.
Some good answers there. Only 2 stuck there. Dallas and Indianapolis, aka Speedway, were the 2 that I accepted there. There was also a few other answers that we can reveal. Unfortunately, Pop Run Comedy, that was not a complete set. So that means Lucario does win it, gets the extra 1,000 on the board for that. Let's go through the answers. There were Austin, Detroit, Las Vegas has hosted it once, Long Beach, Phoenix, Riverside or the Merino Valley, Sebring and Watkins Glen. Those are the other possible answers of locations in the US that have hosted a Formula One Grand Prix. So unfortunately, Pop Run Comedy, it is... So unfortunately, it is a failure for you. Maybe you'll get picked again in the future, but for now, thank you very much for playing, and we'll catch you later, Pop Random Comedy.
Thank you.
All right. Lucario, you managed to survive that. 6 questions, you've seen $4,000.
A tough top 10 there. I'm glad I passed that one, I think.
Well, that might be the only special in that Formula One section. There may be multiple. That is entirely possible to stack them that way. There may even be 0 in a particular category, but we've certainly seen a special there. So, with that knowledge in mind, where do you want to go next?
I think I'll go back to Formula One since I've not got any X's at the moment.
Okay, makes sense. And the question is... Which country hosted the first F1 Grand Prix race on the African continent, the final race of the 1958 season? 10 seconds.
South Africa, Morocco, Algeria, Libya, Egypt.
Morocco is the right answer there, yes. Very well played. Moroccan Grand Prix only took place in 1958 at Casablanca. Here's the right answer. It was not the first you gave me. You're doing better at Formula One than you thought, though.
Yeah, I think so. A lot of them are guesses as I start, but let's go chemical elements, I think.
Chemical elements. The question is, what is the English for the Greek word of baries after which the element barium is named? 10 seconds.
Heavy.
Yes, it is indeed. Yep. Or weighty or dense or something along those lines. Yes, heavy, the answer we're looking for. Great answer. Adds another 1,000, makes it $5,000. And still strikeless, doing well.
Let's try Michelin stars, I think.
Michelin stars. It's a battle. So we're going to have to find someone to battle against. Who's it going to be? It is Adster 1005. Adster, please make your way to the studio. You are involved in a battle on Michelin stars. Oh, this is going to be an interesting question. A battle on Michelin stars is certainly a thing. I mean, it serves a purpose, doesn't it? Adster's avatar is certainly, it does what it says on the tin. It's very Ron Seal-ish. And let me just quickly check on donation because I don't think I've caught up on them. No, I haven't. We've got $1 from Toad Boy saying done, presumably because we've gone through the $1,000 barrier, and then Exo Alto with $14.40 going with surprising battles. Thank you very much for that. We're now up to $1,015 US. My goodness me. My goodness me. A battle on Michelin stars like some sort of Star War. Oh, Jesus Christ, a Star War. That's terrible. That's terrible, Matt, but what do I expect from you? Hello there, Adster. Welcome. You there, Adster? Ah, there we go. We can hear you now. So you are in this battle on Michelin stars. First of all, though, Lucario, do you want to lead or follow in this battle?
Let's lead. I'll lead.
You're going to lead. Okay, so you're going to be answering first on this question. Name the 12 independent countries which have 2 or more Michelin 3-star restaurants. This is according to the 2018 or 2019 Michelin Guide for the relevant territories. Minor territories are counted as part of their so-called mother nation. Lucario, first to answer, please, in 5 seconds. Go.
France.
Yes. Adster?
USA?
Yes.
Italy?
Yes.
United Kingdom?
Just say that again.
United Kingdom?
Yep.
Spain?
Yes.
Belgium?
Belgium? Not on the list. Quite surprisingly so, I would say. But yeah, Belgium not on that list, I'm afraid, of the ones we're looking for. So, Adster, I'm afraid that is a fail. That does mean, Lucario, it's a win to you. You get yourself an extra 1,000 on the board. Let's quickly look at the answers. It could have gone also with China, Hong Kong or Macau as additional answers there. Germany, Japan, Netherlands, Singapore, South Korea, Switzerland was the sort of Belgium-ish, Belgium-light that was still on the board there. So I'm afraid, Adster, it's a wrong from you. So you're going to have to sit back in the audience. Maybe you'll get picked again in future. But thank you very much for playing. We'll maybe catch you later. Oh, right. We'll continue on then. Lucario is still in control of this game. We have 23 left in this 50 to play. Still strikeless. Where are you going next?
Let's try Japanese anime, I think.
Japanese anime. Question is, voiced by Johnny Young Bosch in the English dub of Code Geass, what is the name of the rebellious alter ego used by Lelouch v Britannia? 10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know. I've not seen it. I've got no clue. No, Connie even hazard a guess.
All right. Strike on the board. Anyone in chat know their Japanese anime? Someone does. Kashi does. It's 0. 0 is the answer we're looking for there. Well done, Kashi, for getting that one. Lucario, you're on 1 strike. We can clear that strike off. Where are you going?
Can I take US states, please?
You can indeed. The question is, official state songs of Missouri and Tennessee name what kind of dance in their titles? 10 seconds.
Ooh, waltz, line dance.
Waltz is right. Yeah, absolutely. Tennessee waltz and Missouri waltz were the ones referenced there. Perfectly right. Clear the strike. Add 1,000 to the board. You're now on $7,000. With 21 questions left on this 50 to go. Which one do you want to see next?
Let's try natural sciences.
Natural sciences, the penultimate one in that category, and that is Grímsvötn, the most active volcano of Iceland, causes outburst floods because it is located underneath what natural feature? 10 seconds. Anything? Oh, anything there, Lucario? Seem to be having problems with you now. I can't hear you. Hello? Lucario? Oh, you are there. You are there. We can hear something from you, but just not your voice. What's happened? Where have you gone? I don't know what's happened. I think his mic is open and I can hear it.
Yeah. Well, he'll be right back.
Oh, he's disappeared. He might be restarting Discord. Oh, God. Oh, I was hoping we didn't have so many technical difficulties on the day. Well, my prediction for how long this is going to take is already way out of the way. Oh, Lucario's back in the green room, hopefully with mic restored. Hopefully so. Are you there, Lucario?
Yes.
Loose fire.
We're back. Okay. Right. Well, unfortunately, you did time out there. Just out of curiosity, what would you have given as an answer?
A tectonic. No, I don't know actually. I'm not sure on that one.
Don't know? Okay, so it seems okay. It was a strike on the board. We were looking for a glacier, actually. A glacier.
Ah, okay.
That's what is underneath Grimsvar. The flood itself is called a Jökulhoop. Jökulhoop, something along those lines. Strike back on the board. You're back with us. Let's clear that strike off the board then. Where are you going?
Let's try chemical elements.
Chemical elements. Question is... Gold is a 1983 single taken from which Spandau Ballet studio album named after another of their hits? 10 seconds.
True.
Yes. Absolutely it is. Nicely done. Getting an extra 1,000. Clear the strike. Now up to $8,000. Where you go next?
I've been avoiding classical music until now. Let's give that one a try.
Classical music. Question is, also a byword for tasteless say that again. Also a byword for tasteless extravagance. George Friedrich Handel and Antonio Vivaldi are composers associated with which period of music? 10 seconds.
Baroque.
It is indeed. Baroque is the right answer. Another 1,000 on the board makes it 9,000. Okay. Still got 18 questions to pick from in this 50. Where next?
Let's try getting anime out of the way again, I think.
Okay. Trying to burn through the anime. Next question is, what is the endearing two-letter name of the small robot sidekick to Dandy in the anime show Space Dandy? 10 seconds.
Again, I've got absolutely no idea.
Just guess two letters.
C, D, A, F, G, A.
Afraid none of those stuck there. No. Strike on the board. Anyone in chat know it? Doesn't look like it. Oh no, sorry, Dave did. It's QT. It is QT. Robot that resembles and also operates as a vacuum cleaner. That's what we're looking for there. Strike is back on the board. Let's burn it away. What are you going to do?
Let's finish off chemical elements.
Okay, chemical elements. It is a top 10 challenge. So let's pick a sideline player that may or may not play this question. Matt the Ref, you have been picked to play this question potentially. Depends on whether Lucario decides you want to play it or not. So, Lucario, this is a top 10 challenge in, I think, one of your home categories here, chemical elements. Mm-hmm. So what do you want to do? Do you want to play this or do you want to let Matt the Ref play this?
I might regret it, but I think I'm going to take this one on myself.
You're going to take it on yourself. Okay, so Matt, sit tight. You might be needed in a moment, depending on if this is a right or wrong. So you're going to play this question. Give me the 5. Could be 5 of the 10 right answers, and you're good. Name 5 of the 10 non-metals that appear above the post-transition metals in groups 13 to 16 of the periodic table, according to the classification used by the Encyclopedia Britannica. 15 seconds.
Phosphorus, silicon, sulfur, selenium, Chlorine.
I think you got like 4 of the 5 hardest ones up there. Yes, phosphorus, selenium, silicon, sulfur. I did accept. There were some slightly easy ones, but I guess if you're not remembering where they are in the periodic table, then they're not as easy. So that is the second wrong on the board. If you get another one in a row, that does mean you are gone. We will be talking to Matt the Ref in a moment. Let's quickly look at the other possible answers. We also had boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. Yeah, they exist in that area. Arsenic and also tellurium. Those were all of the possible answers up on the board there. We will go to Matt the Ref in a moment, but I am being told there are some donations to talk about. That's some donations to talk about, isn't it? Pokernuts. Pokernuts, what are you doing, man? $342.17 saying, oh, it's 500 questions. My bad. Jesus Christ, Pokernuts, that's a bit crazy. Thank you for that enormously generous donation. And Royal Flush with $42.83, sort of clearing up after that mess from Pokernuts. Big love to Ash and to everybody who's contributed questions. And great cause too, so keep up the awesome work. That makes it $1,400 now. That is now been raised for Save the Children, which is just amazing. I only set a target of 1,000. I thought we would get near to that, but I didn't think we'd get way beyond that. And we've not even gone through the halfway point of the stream yet. So we now continue on with the game. Matt the Ref, hello there.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. And how are you good stuff? How are you coping so far?
I'm coping okay. We're nearly at the 40% mark, which is reasonable. I'm feeling good still. Started to get a bit of a hunger pang, so I'm going to get some food in me on the next break. But that's only a few questions away, so we should be good. So Matt the Ref, we are in 2-strike territory, so you actually get to decide the fate here on the next question. So, out of the categories up there on the board, of which I know you're a definite favourite of, but you're not answering the question, maybe, which category do you think Lucario is going to do the worst at here?
Well, seeing as I want control of a certain subject, I'm going to go Japanese anime.
That is a good call. Good call.
Okay, a good call, I presume. Japanese anime is going to be, so Lucario, you need to give the right answer here to survive. If you do not, then you are gone. Here's your question. Which voice actor provided the dubbed track for Piccolo in the Dragon Ball franchise and All Might in the My Hero Academia franchise? 10 seconds.
Christopher Sabat.
Yes! Absolutely right! Absolutely right! Look at that! Getting it right when you absolutely need it. Clear those strikes from the board. Add 1,000 to the board. You're on a $10,000 now. And Matt, although that was pretty much the best call you could make at that point, you can't control the question answering like that. So, Matt the Ref, it's a swift departure for you, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, it was worth a gamble.
It certainly was worth a gamble there. I know that you were eyeing up Formula
One for yourself. And also, that's the one subject I did not want if I was playing. So it would have worked doubly well so for me. But never mind. Well played.
All right. Well, Matt the Ref, maybe you get picked again in future. But for now, we have to say goodbye.
Bye.
Well, we've cleared the strikes there. There's a very good position you're in now, Lucario.
Complete guess. He was the only voice actor I can name. I think he did Vegeta as well, maybe. Okay.
Possibly, yes. So no more anime, no more states, no more chemical elements left to pick from now. So only 7 categories left.
There's still sci-fi lit up there, which I'm not keen on. Let's go sci-fi lit, I think.
Okay, I'm going to start burning that category now. Here's your question. Frank Herbert's Dune won which award's Best Novel honour, presented by the Science Fiction and Fantasy Writers of America since 1966? 10 seconds.
Hugo Awards, Nebula Awards.
Nebula Award is right, yes. Not the Hugos, but Nebula is what we're looking for. Yes, well played. Doing well. No, nothing extra added there because it wasn't your first answer. 14 questions left in this 50. Where are you going next?
Let's do sci-fi again, I think.
Sci-fi. Talking of Hugo Awards, which Hugo Award nominated novel by David Brin was adapted into a 1997 movie starring and directed by Kevin Costner? 10 seconds.
Waterworld? Not Waterworld. Gattaca. No.
Nope. Gonna be getting a strike on that one. Anyone in chat? Yes, Matt's getting it right. It is The Postman. Postman is what we're looking for. Written by David Brin and was published in 1985. So it is a strike on the board. We can clear that out. You've still got some categories that you favour, potentially. So where are you going next?
Let's try natural science.
Natural science. Question. Taking its prefix from the Greek word for turn, what level of the Earth's atmosphere measures up to 11 miles from its surface? 10 seconds.
Troposphere.
It is indeed.
Ionosphere.
It is indeed the troposphere. Thinnest at Earth's poles. Getting it right, clearing the strike, adding 1,000, makes it 11,000, and you've seen 20 questions so far. All right. 12 questions left to pick from. Where next?
Let's go sci-fi lit again, please.
Sci-fi lit. Which author, known for a set of 3 laws, founded science fiction magazine in 1977 with George H. Sithers as editor? 10 seconds.
Asimov.
It is indeed Isaac Asimov, yes. Well played, another 1,000 on the board. And keep going.
Okay. Let's do Formula 1 again, please.
Formula 1. It's a triple threat, so you have to give me the 3 correct answers to the question to get yourself an extra 3,000. Otherwise, you'll be getting yourself a strike on the board. Here is the question. Give the first names of the 3 F1 World Champions with the surname of Hill. 10 seconds.
Damon Hill. No, I can't think.
You got Damon. Unfortunately, didn't get the other 2. Getting a strike on the board. The 3 we're looking for there was Damon, Phil, and Graham. Those are the 3. 3 we're looking for Hill. In order, I think it was supposed to be Phil first, then Graham, and then Damon in order. Yeah, Phil Hill, 1961, Graham Hill in 62 and 68, and Damon Hill in 96. But it's a strike on the board on a category you thought you probably would get a strike on anyway. It's actually the first wrong in that category for you. So where are you going next? There's only 10 questions left now in this 50.
Yeah, getting a bit tougher now. Let's try foreign expressions.
Foreign expressions to clear the strike. In the Battle of Leyte Gulf, Japanese pilots first used what tactic that means divine wind in English? 10 seconds.
Kamikaze.
It is indeed. Kamikaze is exactly that translation. Clear the strike, add 1,000, makes it 13,000 on the board. 9 questions left now in the 50. You have 6 categories you can pick from.
Let's finish off sci-fi literature.
Okay, finishing off the sci-fi and literature. Here's the question. The Culture Series book Look to Windward takes its title from a line in which 5-section T.S. Eliot poem? 10 seconds.
The Wasteland.
It is indeed. Very well played. Another 1,000 on the board for you. Wasteland was published in 1922 and is 434 lines long. Now with 14,000 on the board and 8 questions left in this 50 now. Currencies, Michelin stars and classical music, you still have 2 of each. Formula 1 and foreign expressions, 1 of each.
Let's go Michelin stars, please.
Michelin stars. Which French-born chef presently holds 17 Michelin stars, making them the single chef with the most stars in the world? 10 seconds.
Michel Roux, Marco Pierre White. No.
Roux is a very good answer to go with, but unfortunately not the one we're looking for there. Anyone in chat know that one before we move on? Doesn't look like it. No strong answers coming up. Oh, we do have one. Sly Guy Dave getting it right. It's Alain Ducasse. Alain Ducasse is the one with 17 Michelin stars. So well played to Sly Guy Dave there. So there is a strike on the board. 7 questions left now in this 50. Where are you going to try and clear that strike?
Foreign expressions hasn't been too bad, so I think I'll go there, please.
Yeah, you've only had the one wrong at the beginning there, and all the others have been good to you. Let's see if we can clear the strike with this. A Swahili expression for "there are no troubles" is also a song title in which Disney film? 10 seconds.
The Lion King.
It is indeed. And the expression being?
Hakuna Matata.
What a wonderful phrase it is. Clear the strike, add an extra 1,000, makes it 15,000 now with 26 questions seen so far. Only 6 left now in this 50. Can no longer take foreign expressions though.
No, it's gone now. Let's try classical music again, please.
Classical music. It's a triple threat. So you need to give me the three of the possible answers to this question to get yourself another $3,000 on the board. If you do not, then you get a strike on the board instead. Here's the question. Name 3 of the 4 pieces played immediately before the UK's national anthem at the 2019 Last Night of the Proms. 10 seconds.
The Lark Ascending, Ode to Joy, no, I don't know, I'm afraid.
No, I'm afraid none of those is going to stick. It is going to be a strike of the board. Effrontery has one of them. Royal Flush, I think, has certainly 3 of them. Yep. So we were looking for there was, if I press the right button, we have Fantasia on British Sea Songs, we have Rule Britannia, we have Land of Hope and Glory, and of course we have Jerusalem. Those were the 4 we were looking for there.
Should have got those last 3, I think.
Well, never mind. It is a strike of the board. 27 questions you've seen so far. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions left now in this 50. Where are you wanting to go to try and clear this strike? It's getting harder and harder.
Yeah, very much so. Let's go for currencies.
Currencies. Which former British coin is the name of the currency unit used in the Commonwealth nations of Uganda and Kenya? 10 seconds.
The shilling.
As indeed, yes. Yep. Also used in Tanzania and Somalia as well, the shilling. So we clear that strike, add an extra 1,000, makes it 16,000. You now have 4 questions left now in this 50. And you have 1 of each now: Formula 1, currencies, Michelin stars, and classical music.
Okay, so I think I'm going to save currencies for if I get any more X's. Let's go back to classical music, please.
Okay, classical music. Let's finish that off with this. The elephant, kangaroos, and the swan are some of the 14 movements in which humorous musical suite by Camille Saint-Saëns in 1886. 10 seconds.
And the Carnival of the Animals.
It is indeed, yes. Or Le Carnaval des Animaux. You could also have said if you wanted to be French with everything. But right, and getting an extra 1,000. 29 questions you've seen, 17,000 in the bank. What shall be your 30th question?
Let's take Michelin stars, please.
Michelin stars, finishing that one off. Here's your question. The Michelin Guide gives what mascot-based award to restaurants who offer exceptionally good food at moderate prices? 10 seconds.
The Bibendum Award, the mascot-based Tire Award, the Michelin Tire.
Can I get a quick ruling from someone here? He did say the word bibendum. I don't know if he needs to say the other word. Doesn't say on the information to say that he needs to or not. I'm presuming as such not if it's not there as an accept. But not it, I think. 8 Minky is saying okay. So, bibendum, yes, certainly. Although David said he'd probably give it. Interesting. Okay. I mean, you did get the mascot part of that, which is bibendum. We were looking for Bibendum Gourmand was the actual part of it, but
okay, right.
I will defer to the people's preference here if this is a gettable question. I mean, Bibendum he got, which is actually more than the answer.
Mascot, not the award, is the problem.
suppose. Although Toyboy's saying it could be the Bibendum Award. If it's just Bibendum Award,
I'd err on the side of okay, personally.
Bibendum Award. Okay, I'll give that as a pass then. And
oh, nice.
I believe you said that first as well, so I'm giving you full credit. I'll give you full credit on that then, because it was the first answer you gave. Bib Gourmand was the actual answer we're looking for, but we will grant you that. And we will continue on. So that makes it 18,000 now on the board. And 2 questions left now in this 50. Either Formula 1 or currencies.
Let's go Formula 1 first, I think.
Formula 1. So you're guaranteed to see the next 50 at the very least. Let's see what the Formula 1 question is. The circuit that hosted the Indian Grand Prix in 2011 shares its name with what religious figure? 10 seconds.
Ooh, Buddha.
Yes, it is indeed. The Gautama Buddha. Absolutely the answer we're looking for there. Another 1,000 on the board makes it 19,000. You're only 1 away now from making it a cool 20 grand, and you're also now 1 away from the end of this 50, and it will be on currencies. And we've left it to a battle at the end. So let's find you a competitor. Oh, it's Tipster. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Tipster, get yourself in here. This is going to be a very interesting battle. Oh, I'm really looking forward to this. Hello, Tipster. Welcome to 500 Questions.
Good evening. It's evening, right?
It's afternoon, evening. Yeah, I'll say it something like that. Are you ready then for this currency battle?
As ready as I will ever be, considering I woke up like an hour ago.
Well, let's see how well you fare then in this. So, we have Lucario. Lucario, you get to decide, do you like to lead or follow in this battle?
I will lead, please.
You're going to lead. Okay, so you're going to be answering first on this question. As well as the East Caribbean dollar, the ISO 4217, yes, I know, specific, standard recognizes 22 other world currencies ending with the word dollar. Name them. There is no further information other than that. So, Lucario, first answer, please. 5 seconds.
United States.
Yes.
Zimbabwean.
Yes.
Canadian dollar.
Yes.
Australian.
Yes.
New Zealand dollar.
Yes.
Jamaican.
Yes.
Barbados dollar.
Yes.
Fiji.
Yes.
Bahamas.
Yes.
Canadian.
Already been given.
Heck.
Already been given there by Lucario. So I'm afraid that classes is a wrong answer because you're giving me a duplicate. But you're doing really well, both of you there, giving some good answers. So tips that is a fail. Does mean Lucario gets an extra 1,000 on the board, completes the 50 with 20,000 on the board. Let's quickly look at the other answers there would have been if I press the right button. So you could have also said
dollar is up there.
You could have also said Belize, Bermudian, Brunei, Cayman Islands, Guyana, Hong Kong, Liberia, Namibia, New Taiwan, Singapore, Solomon Islands, Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago. All of those were all good answers as well for ending with the word of dollar. Very good battle, unfortunately, ending on a duplicate there. Tipster, it's a swift farewell for you, but maybe we'll see you later. Maybe you can wake up a bit more